If you also have amazing gameplay segments you captured from our games, spread the joy and submit them on the link displayed on your screen right now. All right, guys, it is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-show featuring a deep world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
Hello there, guys. About to start watching Ubisoft Forward together. Let's do this.
This is Ubisoft.
This is Ubisoft Forward.
Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
I'm super excited, guys, because I actually got early access to Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, so all my videos are going to drop as soon as this finishes.
Excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Magid. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Starting out with Watch Dogs by the sounds of it.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec is marked as potentially dangerous.
Who fires a pistol like that, though? The police officer was like...
Not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner. Then, they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out.
Not in-game footage.
Because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out, because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out.
I played the new Watch Dogs.
Because I am not a street artist.
That Assassin's Creed video will be out in 45 minutes exactly. Same with the Watch Dogs video. I'll turn it up. Sick trailer, man. Very cool.
And I realised that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
In the Watch Dogs game, from what I played, they've absolutely nailed the British accents.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night,
Big Daddy, thanks so much for the donation, dude. Appreciate that, mate. Huge.
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal...
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try not.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist.
Not much point in the mask anymore, then if they know who he is.
The authorities advise all residents...
Valhalla will be in the presentation. It's 45 minutes long, though. Thanks so much for the donation, guys.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team. And
You
then
can
they
recruit
become the
anyone.
heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat?
But some people have like more abilities than
Please,
others.
think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara.
But like each person has different abilities, so
And
you
they make
can
the story
complete the
not
missions
only
in the
unique
game like
to them, but
so
unique
many
to you as
different
the player
ways.
and personal to you
Kinda
because
crazy.
they're heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
I hadn't played a Watch Dog game in like several years before I got hands-on with it myself.
A modern metropolis built on history and prosperity.
This
Only
is
took
genuinely
12,000 years to
so
build it up,
accurate to what the
and
UK
one
actually
night
looks
to
like.
tear it all down.
Oh my god.
Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet
Just like
Mary
London.
Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her. Or even her. Everyone could become your next secret weapon.
So great. Just play the whole game as a granny.
In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on
Which you
Nigel
can do.
Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London.
You can
They
see all
all
their
have unique
abilities are different.
and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Valhalla will probably be last, I think.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Oh.
He can even call his own cargo drone.
Arthur's a savage. The cargo drone from what I played was so overpowered.
Perfect for gate crashing, when you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come here, you side-eyed shithole.
This guy's so much better. I was like trying to do it all stealthily.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech
Drone
connoisseur.
expert.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own
It'll
drone.
be out in
This little darling is fast
30
and
minutes.
stealthy.
She aimed, she fired, she hit.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
Yeah, if you're just dropping by the
However,
stream,
do anything suspicious
I
and
have
she'll
played
probably
Watch
wind up with a
Dogs
bullet in
and
the back of her
Assassin's Creed
head.
Valhalla. I just can't talk about them until my videos drop, which is in about half an hour.
I can get the defense minister on the line.
So if you've got any questions, leave it to the end and I can answer everything.
Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Man, this music's gonna get me copyright strikes.
He does have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him. You know what? Let's go with
So
someone a bit more
accurate,
professional.
unfortunately. What's that mask, though?
It's almost crass to call him a hitman.
Still got the price tag on it. You wish you were that cool. You've not missed Valhalla
Some
yet,
might
don't
even
worry.
call him an artist.
John Wick, yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
the
that's
bastard
the intention, isn't it? The
Done
soundtrack.
and dusted.
Not bad if I do say so. innit?
Nothing wrong with copying it as good.
Not everyone in
I'm not
London is a
complaining if you get to
legendary
feel like
assassin
John
or
Wick in a
super
game.
spy, but everyone can be a hero.
You can do pit fighting as well, which is
So
pretty
get
sick.
out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance. It's time to take back London.
When I played, I recruited some random guy, and his special ability was just sweeping. So he could just sweep the floor and blend
Plunging
in.
the player into a
Then I got
living,
caught by the
breathing city,
police.
teeming with unique locales and characters, has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto.
It's mad how accurate
Being
they
a
got.
level artist, I think, is the coolest
London.
job in video games because we do get the
Considering they're
freedom
in Canada?
to kind of like pick and
Mad.
choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the
'Cause it's
spaces
so
that we're
accurate.
assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs.
So when I
In
played,
AC
I noticed
Unity,
a few
there was a boat
architecture
somewhere in the world that
mistakes.
was covered in cats. And then it
What?
happened again in Watch Dogs 2.
Okay.
And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity.
By a boat. She got some weird.
I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they'd go, oh my God, this feels like Camden. This
Google
you know,
Street
this
View
feels
will
like
get you so
Suffolk. This
far.
feels like Westminster. When people are talking about some detail that I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
My Watch Dogs YouTube video is literally a tour around London in the game. That's how accurate it is. When that comes out in half an hour, you guys
And
will
now
be
some
stoked.
news for Brawlhalla fans.
Even if you don't like
In just
Watch
a
Dogs,
few
watch the
weeks,
video
you'll be
because
able
it's
to
just
battle it
impressive.
out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
What's this? Valhalla. I remember when this came out and like, I'm going to turn it down now so we can just sort of chat to the chat and stuff. But I remember this came out when I first time I went to America in Boston. It was at like PAX East or something. What game are you looking forward to the most over the next few months? Well, Cyberpunk easily. That's like my top of the list. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I think I'm kind of a bit more stoked than maybe other people just because it's like about Vikings. I love anything Vikings. It's just so cool to me. Even like, you know, the Animus logo was like the same Viking symbol for Fallen Warriors. A lot of people don't know that detail, but that's been like throughout the Assassin's Creed games.
Whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy
So
franchises in
they've
gaming,
just put it on
we got
mobile,
you
have
covered.
they? Talking about mobile games. No one cares about mobile. Era of Chaos. What's this? They always get me with like a sick trailer though. Valhalla will probably be near the end. That'll be like their main thing, I would have thought. What is this? Oh no. You know, you can always tell from the art style, just that it's like, you're not going to enjoy that. I mean, the cinematics look sick. Era of Chaos. Never heard of it. Surprised that no one's emailed me asking me to do a video on it.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
Oh, is this a new FPS? I like the art style. Elite Squad. It's a bit like Team Fortress, isn't it?
Contact! Montchain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
This looks interesting.
EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell.
Splinter Cell over here. No longer patented, guys.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Oh, so it's actually Tom Clancy. Okay. Is that a mobile game? or
Speaking of Tom Clancy, it's been
It looks-
5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched.
Oh, it's
and
this
the
new
community has
Siege
never
game.
been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal has put together a special video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
that wasn't like is that a new game then? It's like a Rainbow Six Siege spin-off. It looks like they're trying to like combine it with Fortnite and Team Fortress 2, right? Like with like proper sort of classes. I've been playing a lot of Valorant recently, so I'm genuinely quite interested.
And team play.
Literally just Siege on mobile, specifically on mobile then. Mobile FPSs don't interest me at all, just because it's just like gives your hands cramp.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a
Considering as
whole
well,
new
like with
level.
mobile games, you can literally just play them on your browser if you've got the right software and like emulate them. So like someone's there playing a mouse and keyboard while you're on like your phone like this. I never really got into Siege, you know. It looks good, I just don't have anyone to play it with, so like I've just not played it. Been playing a bit of Valorant though, that's pretty good. Though the skins are so overpriced. Like disgustingly overpriced. They have like their newest elite skin pack, which looks really cool. It's like dragon guns basically. Costs $95, and then you have to pay like another $200 to upgrade them, unless you get the battle pass and like play the game long enough. Which is mad, isn't it? We just need free games. To be honest, I've got like friends who work in the gaming industry, like selling games and stuff, and they're having like struggling at the moment because obviously no one's got money because no one's been able to work. So it's a difficult time, I think, for many people. Now I think that's why a lot of people have delayed their game releases, not because it's not ready yet, but just because they want the economy to sort of go back so people can spend money again. Yeah, I reduced the volume because Siege isn't that interesting. Yeah, we were waiting for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can't wait to play it either, man. From what I played, like I enjoyed what I played a lot. I think a lot of people compare it to old Assassin's Creed games from what I see in the comments. It's like, you know, the last couple of Assassin's Creed games, like, you know, Odyssey. If you enjoyed Odyssey and Origins, you'll enjoy Valhalla for sure. But the games have changed a lot since the first ones in the series.
To a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
So this is their new FPS. Oh, this is the new Battle Royale game. To be fair, this does look sick. Like, I've seen a bit of leaked gameplay, and it looks sick.
Wait, what was that? A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay?
Nice cinematic, but Battle Royale is not about the graphics or the storyline. But it's nice that they've gone some effort.
We made some bad decisions.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. People keep saying the graphics are like not next gen, but it's this gen. Like it's being released on PS4 and Xbox One. It's not a next gen game. It's being made for like the console transition. A lot of people don't realize that not many people can afford to like buy the latest console as soon as it comes out. So as a video game publisher, you're not going to like, you know, bottleneck your latest game into just one new console. You're going to make it available on everything.
In the hyperscape, the biggest draw by far.
Yeah, there's a reason you can't hear the streams because I turned down the volume so we
can become
chat.
someone.
I'll put it on full when Valhalla comes out and I'll shut up then. It looks a little bit like a cross between Quake and is it free to play?
Go to Crown
You know?
Rush. It can change your life.
No Far Cry yet.
But strange things have been happening lately.
Is Elite Squad a mobile game?
Hurt,
It looks like it's PC from when I saw the leaked
users
gameplay.
disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies.
Yeah,
at
well,
the heart of
Warzone is
Hyperscape.
like, it's got like the whole Call of Duty
have to
franchise
find
behind it. So if you have like, in comparison, like a new
Some
IP,
of us are
even
searching for a
Valorant,
way
backed by
up.
Riot,
Some of us
Hey.
for a way out.
it takes a lot longer
And
to
for
build it.
others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
Oh, Hyperscape. Okay, yeah, looks good.
I'm JC, Creative Director on Hyperscape.
JC's work on Far Cry Primal and multiple Prince of Persia titles has established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch. Seeing it grow, adding ideas is really cool.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
I
The
think
game takes place in
Valhalla will be like
2054.
in the next
It's
10
in a
minutes.
future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges.
Guys, if you
Within
just
the
tuned
virtual
in, by
world,
the way,
there
all
is a
my
battle
Assassin's
royale
Creed
that takes
Valhalla
place in the
videos and
virtual
Watch
city
Dog
of Neo
review
Arcadia.
video is going to come out in about a few minutes or so.
Then we also introduce a lot of new
And
things.
we're also going to do a Q&A at the
You
end
get the
because I
opportunity
played
to
the
do
game already.
parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of deal.
I mean, I like the art style of the game, but don't sell it to
Introduce the
me. It's
notion
like
of
every other
hacks,
Battle Royale
special
game, isn't
abilities
it?
that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With
I mean,
hacks,
we
you can
get
do
it.
things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and
Oh,
bounce
sick.
around the battlefield. So a
The
lot
parkour
of abilities
system looks
that
good
let
as well.
you have fun, that are toys that you can play with.
That's cool, that's cool.
And finally, it's made as a spectacle, so all the viewers will be able to interact with the game on different levels
I like
through
that
the Twitch
more than
extension.
like building stuff in
So every few
Fortnite.
minutes,
Never
there's
appealed
going
to
be
me
a
at all.
vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things
I
like
never tried
changing
the
the
game,
gravity,
but doesn't look good.
infinite ammo, or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is not on Steam. I didn't
For me,
actually
it's
know
really
that.
exciting because right now,
All
as we
the others
speak,
are,
we
so
launching
I
the
think it's a
open
matter
beta,
of
and so
time.
it's going to be available.
But a lot of people don't
free to
realize
play
that
for
Steam
all
takes
PC players
30%
worldwide.
of developers'
I really want
money,
to
and
thank
they're
all the
so
players, all the
they don't
streamers,
change it
and
at
all
all
the
pretty
viewers
much.
who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta.
That's a lot of money.
Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Here we go. It's a lot better, I think, that developers put their game off Steam, and especially if like they're indie developers, you know.
Watch and learn how it's done. Perfecto.
I'm like you. All my games are on Steam.
Showtime.
So if I don't have like a game on Steam and I buy it somewhere else, it's like obviously awkward to get it on another launcher. But you support the game developer a lot more by doing so. It looks really nice, and from what I've seen on the gameplay, the FPS was really good too.
Watch closely.
It looks like they have like characters as well. Oh, that's so cool, man. Just like putting the wall out in front of you like that. Yeah, that looks sick. I'm so game for trying that out. Hyperscape has an Apex Legends vibe to it. Yeah, all the Battle Royale games are like similar in that sense. This looks very unique though. I feel like they've pushed the boat out in a different direction.
Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Anna Maria Musca is going to take us behind the
Valhalla's
scenes of
at the
character
end,
design.
I guarantee. Guarantee you.
My name is Anna Maria Musca. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape.
So they do have different
We
characters
have
and
paid
abilities.
an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as
We get
real
the
people.
skins for
So
the
the
Moolah.
second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our default base, but Even starting from the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new.
What do you
outfits for these
think
characters.
about the new games?
So we're hoping
Like,
some of our players are gonna
I've obviously
see the
played
effort
Watch Dogs
and
and
maybe even
Assassin's Creed
correlate some
Valhalla,
of the
and the
accessories to
videos
what's gonna
and my
happen in the game.
review and like on what I think
We're
of
very
that will
excited
drop
to see it in
soon.
people's hands.
I'm also going to be doing another Q&A as well, based on
As we move
any
into the
questions you
next
guys
generation
have at
of
the
gaming,
end
Ubisoft has
about
been
those
working
games
closely with
specifically because I
console
played
makers
them.
to take advantage of all the extraordinary
Their new shooters
capabilities
look good,
these
though.
new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from Xbox.
Okay.
With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London.
It's good that they're not just releasing the same thing on both consoles and they're actually
Ubisoft
upping
has
the
a unique ability to
graphics
create
for the new
immersive
gen.
worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan.
They always do
of
this, don't they?
Assassin's
Like the
Creed.
whole like, oh, we're
I
pushing
love
our
the time
industry
I've
forward.
spent exploring the world in Assassin's
Get it?
Creed Odyssey, and I can't wait.
Have you seen
for
the new
you to
Halo
see
game
the
coming?
Gameplay
Oh.
from Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I know it was
that's
coming,
up
but I've
now.
not seen anything new on it.
All right, we know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back
Here we
in
go,
April.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
Full volume,
My name is
Vikings,
Julien Laferrière, and I'm the
Vikings.
producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Assassino!
So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians.
they wanted to
Vikings were
settle in
actually
England.
farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The
They
team
still
went
have
to Norway
drawn
and
from the
England
myths,
to
though.
take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time.
Well, where's this? I want
And
to. I
then
want to do this.
leaving
This is in England.
Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life.
We go there and do a
It's
vlog,
just this
guys.
moment that
Where is
most
this?
likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity.
I want
and
some
this
Viking
is exactly
experience.
the feeling we want players to experience in this game.
Yes. I have noticed
It
a
is
few
a
errors. though.
personal adventure. It is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor
Imba.
is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much
voice acting's
political
really
pressure,
good.
no resources available.
Get wrecked, mate.
Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the
It
fight
does
system.
rain. A lot.
To leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat.
The fighting system is very similar
Vikings
to Odyssey.
were not
though.
only fighting face
Like
to
some of
face.
it's kind of like
they
a,
were masters of stealth and deception
They have
when
added a
needed.
lot of Viking
They used
stuff.
basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
You can do that in games. Like you can be fighting the big boss mobs, and then you can just instantly assassinate them if you get the
We
timing
are
right.
very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please
Let's do it.
enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I've already played it, but I'm still excited. The boat system's sick though, and you can do raids and everything.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England.
This is the bit I played through.
You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal: to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties.
You can raid like
a land of opportunity and riches.
And you have like your own crew and stuff.
As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline.
And you build up your
Ground
crew
your
as you
ship
go through the game.
and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
You can set fire to the buildings as well, which is really cool. It's really cool. You see it's like the fire's spreading, and yeah, there you go. You can like throw torches on it as well. Yeah, reviving your crewmates.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors.
You can sneak in instead
cargo
though.
Too heavy for one set of arms.
You don't need to use your crew all the time.
Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map.
You can add a
It will
cat
serve
to
as
your
a
crew
record
as well.
of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
That's sick.
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors.
That's sick physics.
To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes.
That was their favorite ability.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance. Or finish them off.
And the kill counts are insane as usual.
Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
It's cool, they've like added to the previous game. They've like given you more options.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including two shields.
Like Dark Souls, you know, with the two shield builds. Oh, that was sick.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England,
Assassino!
you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people.
It was cool, but I didn't use
From capital
it very
cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp.
You can build your character
you must feed
like
off the land if you
fully
hope to
stealth,
endure.
like in the last game. But there's
Hunt
like I
and
know it
forage
says
to
finally.
replenish
You're
your
saying in
health
the
and
comments
fortify your
finally
equipment.
stealth, but yeah, those are like the Dark Soul boss battles.
Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges
But
to
you can't
strengthen yourself
pure
and
stealth
your
like you
settlement.
can in the original one. Still.
The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy!
You have a pet raven
But
now,
as you
instead
push
of an eagle
deeper
as well.
into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And Tomorrow, we rebuild!
For a stand.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths.
So that's the
and
boss fight
England's
video
pagan roots.
you guys will see
It will
released
challenge and surprise
on the channel.
with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Oh, so there's more gameplay in their post show. That's good to hear. Available November 17th. That's like a few days
9th
before
century England
Cyberpunk.
is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release this holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
But why is it releasing
We're
before
close to wrapping up
Cyberpunk?
today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you will love playing these games. I am proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games.
I guys, questions about
And we haven't
Assassin's
shown
Creed
you everything
and
yet.
Watch Dogs. What do you
In
guys want to
fact,
name?
we have
I'll
a
answer
lot
what I
more
can.
to come. So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Dragons? Now you have my attention. Sunset. Oh, is that Templars? This. Wow. An AK-47. They do love history. What's this about? Far Cry 6? Yeah! Yeah! No, it's Far Cry, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. You must be. Nice. Good shout. Good shout. Got my whiskey too. This is a sick trailer for it. And I can't wait for the next one. El Parasito. Black gold. Yeah, it does look good. He's clearly a dictator. She's on your side. Far Cry 6? Woo! Look at that! God damn, that was like a sick trailer. I really like the art style of it too. They did a great job on that. I didn't see it coming either. Nice cut. Okay, so that's his son. This is the dictator.
Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Gun. Grenade. Oh my gosh, grenade!
The grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse,
He pulls
the
up the
handle,
guarantee.
and of course, the pin.
Oh. He's fucking nuts! He's crazy!
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place.
What?
It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom.
Let go. Save everybody. Solve the 6th game in one moment. The ultimate martyrdom.
Now.
Wait, what? Wait, I've hidden the pin somewhere in this room.
I am El Presidente.
El
Which means
Presidento.
that someday, you will be El Presidente.
El
And our people,
Presidente.
they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise.
Now I have your
indecision,
attention.
strangled by their own freedoms.
Do that to your son. Would you do
Even
that?
if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves. They will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe.
Gonna tell him to throw the grenade. Jesus. It's gonna be like a proper city. Just
They will
throws it
answer
at his
you
dad.
screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom.
That's scary.
You understand now?
No. Wow, that was deep. That had me. That was the most captivating trailer ever. What the hell, man? That was sick. Very excited, dude. That looked insane, didn't it? Hey.
And with that, we're wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward.
Alright guys, drop your Assassin's Creed
Today,
questions
we've
in
seen
the
the
comments.
next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion,
And your Watchdog questions.
the
'cause
cyber
all my
chaos of
videos just went
Hyperscape,
live 2 minutes ago.
and the epic reveal of Far Cry's newest installment,
I'll answer your
along with
questions
so much
right
more.
now.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
Give me more Far Cry. That looked insane, didn't it? What did they say about Hyperscape? I mean, it was just like kind of a little bit of a show as to what the game was. Nothing special. But this is the new gameplay.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name is Yusuf Magid, and this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So this is actually what I played and what's on my channel right now. If you guys want to check it out, the videos just came out.
This is Philip Bergeron.
But if you guys got any questions, ask
I am
away.
the quest director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
So Fizz, we're setting up here for what looks like an epic encounter. Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so here we're midway through the quest that we're showing for UP Forward. Here we're looking at the assault of Berg Castle. So these are big moments that usually sort of culminate at the end of the story. And so here Avar, our Viking raider, is taking a group of raiders and Fyrds into Berg Castle to go and take down Rued and his clan.
So who exactly is Rued, and why does Eivor sort of want to pick a fight with him?
Yeah, I mean, I've played through this, so I know about the story, but I kind of go through this in my own video. Skyrim Civil War mod looks amazing. Good one, dude, and thanks for the donation. I have a question. Do you think they will ever do a USA Civil War Assassin's Creed game? I wouldn't be surprised. It's such like a pivotal point in history, especially considering most of their audience is USA. So I really would not be surprised they did that. Does Assassin's Creed Valhalla have Unity parkour? No, because we're talking about like a time that's, this is like, what is it? 18, no, not even 18, 800s sort of like times in the UK. Like, you didn't have a building that was tall enough, like maybe a church built out of stone. Everything else was like thatch wood buildings, and like a few castles. So there, you know, the parkour system doesn't really make sense, whereas Unity is based in Paris, you know, and like the revolution. So the buildings make, you know, you can climb them and it makes a lot more sense. But I agree with you, like, you know, it had the best parkour system of any Assassin's Creed game. Just like here, when we're talking about Vikings, like, yeah, it's a different time period. Doesn't make as much sense to have it in there. So the game's really taking a different focus on like combat. The boss fights have been, again, big focus. What's your favorite Assassin's Creed character? Honestly, not sure, to be honest. To be honest, the main character, especially the male guy, has some sick voice acting. If you check out my videos, you'll see that that just came out. So, get Stormguard War Axe for the War on Whiterun. Yeah, you can dual wield axes, which is sick. You can dual wield anything. Like, I was using a flail at one point. The spears in the game again. Bow, as you guys can see. This was a difficult boss fight because you had to kill his wolf and he was like attacking you at the same time. So that was pretty tricky. Do you think they'll make modern day Assassin's Creed with modern day equipment? Yeah, I mean, we've seen flashes of it like as well in the movie, but I don't think it would work very well, you know, just because of how the combat system works and stuff. It's very much geared around like medieval weaponry and not guns. We saw a little bit of it in Syndicate. But it felt a little bit weird sometimes, you know. I think like Black Flag was like the perfect time period to have guns in, because they were like the kind of guns where you like had a few shots and that was it. And that was very satisfying. I mean, Black Flag was like the last one I kind of really got into and enjoyed, to be honest with you. Nobody beats Ezio. Yeah, the French one. Yeah. Favorite Assassin's Creed, Kenway or Cassandra? I mean, like, I know, what was it, Origins, like, the male character, his voice acting was so triggering. I hated it so much. Honestly, like, put me off the game. Yeah, Black Flag. Yeah. Definitely. Assassin's Creed 3 is really good. Yeah. What weapon types are there? There's so many, like, obviously you've got, like, axes, shields, everything you'd expect from, like, a Viking-themed game. Also a flail, though, and maces. Lots of things, really. The thing was that like there's even an ability where you could swap hands. So I always had like an axe and a shield. I swapped my hands, and then you could like hit people with the shields, or you could like wield 2 shields as well, which is really fun. And they have like legendary weapons as well you get from bosses. Very sick. Any other questions, guys? Is it an open world game? Yeah, like any other Assassin's game, it's an open world RPG game as usual. Like, you have your focal points on the map. You can also raid churches and steal their loot and stuff, and then you can use that loot, your wealth. You upgrade your town, and you also recruit crews as you go. You can recruit a cat to your crew. There's a quest that has that. Would you say it's more of an RPG or a classic Ubisoft game? Well, classic Ubisoft game. It's like very similar to Origins. They've just added some new stuff. They've added like a new build system, which I did like a whole in-depth video about how that works. They've added like more of, I guess, like a roleplay game has, like with your skills and perks, and like you can kind of choose your characters with like you have like a skill tree exactly like in Skyrim, which has like a constellation system, and you can say, I want to spec into being like a warrior and unlock those perks, and that's under like the bear class stuff. Then you have like the raven class, which is a lot more sneaky assassin like, and then you have the wolf class, which is like about your archery skills and your quick weapons like spears and whatnot. And your spears are blue, which means they're like tagged as the wolf class, so the more you invest into the wolf skill tree, the more damage you do with blue weapons. And the bear class is red, so that's where your axes are and stuff. Kind of get my idea. I've got like a whole video explaining how that works exactly. Guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end this here. If you're interested, I've got the links below for my review of Watch Dogs, and all my Assassin's Creed videos are now live on the channel. So just click on the channel, check it out there. I go into detail there. Leave any questions you have under that video. Anything that I don't answer in the videos, I'll answer in another Q&A video with you guys. But thanks so much for joining the live stream with Ubisoft Live, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I could offer you something that you didn't get by just watching the stream on your own. And it was good to see you guys and chat to you guys, because yeah, I've been like working on that content for like a week or something, which is why there's been no stuff on the channel. So now it's all out. I hope you guys go away and enjoy it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye. Have a great day.